Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and another puzzle by the Dutch master Ard van der Wetering. Absolute pleasure always to get the chance to do Ard's puzzles on the channel. They're just pure elegance. Ard often gives us given digits as well, and I like that because it's a bit old school. And that's, if anything, defines me in Sudoku terms. Old school might be said to be it. Right, we'll have a look at this in a moment. It's just an arrow Sudoku puzzle. You can crack on with it if you want. You know what I'm going to tell you about. I'm going to tell you about Patreon, where we've got the fantastic Skajojo Bows, the clone pack, as our August puzzle hunt reward. It's brilliant. It really is fun. Give it a try. The comments are great. Everybody's loving it. Why wouldn't they? And what else have we got? We've got all sorts of things going on. We've got apps, including the new approachable Sudoku app. Do check those out on the links under the video. We've got everything going on around the channel, from our merchandise, Sven SUDOKU PAD, all of those apps, including Arrow Sudoku, which is a fabulous app, actually. Don't trail that enough. It really is top quality. And we've got this puzzle as the first link under the video. It's called Big Bang. Probably not the first puzzle on the channel that's been called Big Bang. Can't confirm or deny that at the moment, but it might be. And anyway, you can kind of see the explosion going on in the grid with things radiating out from the center. It's excellent. Do give it a try. I am going to restart my clock and say, let's get cracking. So we've got this 6 arrow. 6 can be made up in 2 different combinations. Well, it could be double 3, which it can't be in this box. But other than that, it could be 1 5 or 2 4. So that's 2 4, and in fact, the 4 is telling us which way round they go. So that's 2 or 4. Now, this digit, this can't be a double 3 arrow because they're in the same box. That's 4 or 5, that's 1 or 2. This 4 arrow, we have to be careful this time, because this could be a 2-2 pair. So it's not necessarily 1 3 in one orientation. Oh, sorry, look at this central box. Where does 1 go? The answer is it doesn't go on in a circle with a 2-cell arrow. It goes there. Now, the corollary question is, where does 2 go? It does go in a circle, which has an arrow, which has 2 cells. And those 2 cells both have to be 1s. So it doesn't go here because that can't be a 1. It doesn't go here because that's already filled with a 4. It must go here. That's a 2. If you look at these other corner circles, they've all got arrows in the same box where you can't have a repeat digit. But this arrow, you can, and there we go. That's where 2 is. Now, let's roll that up. Where does 3 go? It doesn't go there because that digit can't be 1 or 2. 3 must be made up of a 1-2 pair. 3 can't go here or here because we've used the 1s in columns 2 and 3. 3 could go here. We've worked out it can't go here. 3 is in one of these cells. It can't go here because that can't be 1 or 2. So it does go here. And we know where 4 in the central box is. We've been told. Now, this can't be a 1 anymore, so this can't be a 3. Still not sure if that's a 2-2 pair, which I rather think it might be. But that 2 tells me this is a 1. Now, these other circles are 5, 7, 8, and 9. I want to say that neither of these can be 5. Right, this can't be 5 because that can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. The reason this can't be 5... there isn't... yeah, there is a reason this can't be 5. And it's because of this arrow, which can't have either a 1 or a 2 on it, given the positions of 1s and 2s in rows 3 and 4. So that's not 5, that's not 5. One of these 2 is a 5. Can we rule out this one with its 2 arrows? That would have to be a 3, and that would have to be a 2, because this can't be 1 or 2. It couldn't be 4 because of that. So that would be 3 and 2. This would be 3 and that would be 2. Okay, that is much more complicated, but it doesn't work for this to be a 5. Let me try and explain that. The only way this arrow could work is 3 and 2 in those particular dispositions, although that doesn't really matter. I think what does matter is that this can't be a 1-4 arrow because 1 sees both cells. If that was a 5, sorry, I'm now looking at this arrow if this circle is a 5. Now this can't be a 1-4 arrow because 1 sees each of its cells. So both of these would be 2-3 arrows. Now that's fine, they can both be 2-3 arrows, except that that forms a virtual X-wing which puts 2 and 3 here, and that's impossible given that 2 has to be in one of these cells. So this can't be 5 for a slightly more complicated reason. There might be a simpler way of seeing it, but that's the way I've seen it. So this is 5. Now, this has to be 3 or 4 by Sudoku, and this has to be 1 or 2, therefore, by adding up the line. Now, where does that leave us? Well, it leaves us with 7, 8, 9 as a triple in the corners of the central box. Okay, we're going to have to think about... No, let's do some Sudoku, actually. Let's do some Sudoku. Or maybe this. Is that... Oh, we've got a 1-2 pair. No, maybe that. I don't know. I don't know where we go. Let's... I don't know. I'm just trying to find a way through here. I'm not getting there. Oh, there's where 1 goes in the central box. In box 1, not the central box. Just because we had 4 1s looking into box 1. So one of these is now a 1, and one of these 2 is a 1, and then one of these 4. I'm not going to rule on that. Okay, what I'm going to get interested in is that this arrow now can't have a 1 or a 2 on it. Now, if this was 7, this is a 3-4 pair and we know the order. If this is an 8, this is a 3-5 pair and we know the order. Maybe something else can't be a 7. This digit is not 1, 2, 3 or 4, so that is already quite high leading up to something there. So this has to be low. I don't know, that may not be worth marking in. But here we are, I've done it anyway. No, I don't know. Okay, let's go back to looking at this again. 3-4 or 3-5 or 3-6 or 4-5 if that's a 9. This one also can't use a 1, but actually if that was a 9, this could be 2-7, or if it was an 8, it could be 2-6. Yeah, okay, I don't know quite where we're going next. It's confusing me now, this puzzle. We've got, oh, this is a 1-4 pair. That's very interesting. That 1-4 and that 1-4, and this can't be 1 or 4, so that is now a 1-4 pair. Right, for that to be a 4, that's a 5 and that's a 9. Otherwise it has to be a 1, and that's 2, and that's 2. I don't know. It felt like it was going to be big, that this was a 1-4 pair. Yes. Where does 2 go in column 6? There's only 1 cell. There it is. And this is a 2-2 arrow. 3 is up there somewhere and down here somewhere. Which probably doesn't matter, but that 2 looks at this cell, so that 1-4 arrow is unwound. Now 4 has to be up there somewhere. And this can't be a 4-5 arrow, so there's always a 3 on it. Oh, this can't be a 7 anymore because 1, 2 and 4 are ruled off this arrow. So it's either 8 with a 3-5 pair or 9 with a 3-6 pair. So there's definitely a 3 on that arrow. 7, now, if that was a 7, this is a 1, that's a 6. Neither of these then could be a 1 or a 2. That would have to be a 3-4 pair. For this to be a 7, now that's getting interesting. Very interesting. None of these cells can be a 1 or a 2 because of these 1s, and I'm wrong. That could be a 2. That doesn't matter. Oh, that's so interesting. Right. None of the cells can be a 1 because of these 1s. None of these cells can be a 2. For that to be a 7, this can't be a 2 either because that would be a 5 and it would clash. So these would both have to be 3-4 arrows, and with that 4 there, it's impossible. So this is not the 7 either. We have eliminated, ruled out 7 from 2 of the cells. We've got an 8-9 pair instead. That's a 7. This can't be 4, so that's a 1, that's a 6. That is a 4. This pair can't be 1 or 2 based on these, so it's a 3-4 pair, and I don't know the order. And I don't care about the order. I've now got a 3 X-wing. Sorry, I seem to have put 5 in the corner of these cells when I should have been putting 3 there. That's what it meant. There is a virtual 3 X-wing. That uses up the 3s in columns 2 and 3, and the 3 in column 1 has to be in one of those cells. Now, this is 8 or 9, and this doesn't use a 1 or a 3. So it either uses a 2 here or a 5-4 pair. And this is 6, 7 or 4. And that didn't actually resolve this one. What about this one then? Again, well, no, it's this one that can't use 1 or 2. So if that's 8, this is 3, 5. If that's 9, I don't know. Bother. Oh, let's place 6 in column 4. That's just Sudoku. Yeah, probably it's a good time to do a bit more Sudoku checking. 6, 1, 2, 4. So there's a 7 in one of those cells and a 7 in one of these. And whatever that is in one of these two. So 5 is in one of those and in one of those. Now I'm going to have to go back to the arrows. This is 8 or 9, that is 8 or 9. Okay, let's think about this one. I don't know why I'm choosing this one. Probably because the only 2 or 1 on its arrows can be there. No, I'm going to choose this one. I've changed my mind again. That's how fickle I am. They say la donna è mobile, but la donna has nothing on me. Oh, look, 2, Sudoku. That's what you were shouting. I didn't hear it. Got it now. That's a 2. One of these is a 2, and definitely not a 1, in fact. And one of these is a 2. Nah, that didn't really go anywhere in the end, and somehow I didn't actually expect it would. 5, 4, 1, 2, 7. We've got 3, 6, 8, and 9 left to place in the box. Oh, 3, 6, 1. I'm sure this is very doable at this point. I mean, it's been very doable throughout, but I suspect something is very, very all done. Okay, I don't know which one to select. Let's go back to this one. If that's an 8, this is 5, 3, 2, 6, which sorts out 3 and 4 down here as well. Okay, if that's an 8. Oh, since we put that 2 in, this can't have a 2 on it. Ah, well, things just got interesting. Right, if that's a 9, Okay, if this is an 8, this arrow that can't have a 2 on it goes 3, 5. If that is a 9, it can't be 3, 6 because of that pair. It would have to be 5, 4. So that's always a 5 somehow now. And that means this arrow can't have a 5 on it. And therefore, it also can't have a 1 or a 2 on it, so this can't be 8. That's a 9. This is 3, 6. That's a 4, and we are on the home stretch now. 8, 3, 5, 8, 6, 2. This is a 7, 8 pair. This is a 5, 9 pair. We know the order even better. This is a 3, 8, 7 triple. 5 in row 6 is there, and that makes this a 3. This is a 2 by Sudoku. This is a 4, 7, 9 triple. I can place 8 in the box, and then I can write in 9, 7, and I've got a 3, 6, 8 triple, which is going to get resolved soon enough, I would think. This 3, 4 pair has been resolved. That's the last arrow digits I hadn't written in. That's a 3. These are a 5, 9 pair, I think. Yes. 3, 2, 6. So that's not a 4. Might as well mark that. 1, 2, 3. That's not a 3. That's the only place for 3 in box 3. 4, 9 and 8 to place in the top row, only one place for 4. 4 goes there in box 4. That might be the last 4 in the grid. It would be if I'd written a 4 in box 9 where it was available. 6 is now confined here with a 2. In fact, we know where 2 is, so we can place the 6. That's not the last 6 in the grid by any manner of means. 5 is in one of those. That's not doable. 5, 1, 4, 3, 2. That's not 3. We've placed 3 there. That's probably the last 3 in the grid. 6, 8 and 9. Oh, 9 is placed in box 3. That's something you need to keep an eye on. 6 and 8 there, and they form double pairs in the row, in the columns. Oh, really? Can't speak anymore. 5 and 1. I think that one's been available for almost literally ever. 7 there has sorted out 8, 7. That flips back at the 9, 8. I've got one more digit in the bottom row, which is a 5. I can do 9, 5 in box 8. I can do 9, 8 in box 7. If I don't overtype the wrong digit, then I can do 9, 7 there. I've got one more 7 to place in box 1 and one more in the grid, and everything is finishing up now with a 6 and a 9. And that is the Big Bang. It's all over in, oh no, it's not all over because I haven't done the last 2 digits. There they are, in just under 17 minutes. And I don't know about the Big Bang at the start of the universe, whether that was all over in just 17 minutes, but it may have been. I did hear a fantastic fact the other day about some enormous percentage of people who, I don't know, it was some brilliant fact about people who obviously did not understand what the Big Bang represented and thought it might have come after the dinosaurs or something. It was some extraordinary fact. I wish I could remember it because it was very amusing. Anyway, I can't. But Aard van der Wettering's Big Bang has come on in August 2024 and has been very welcome. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.